and Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Going with a screen for Murray. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Being chased out left. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Cousins on first down. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 60 yards. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On the delay, this is Murray. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They go with Murray again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, it just... And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Cousins now to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Cousins steps away to his left. Good move at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On third down, Wilson. That goes out wide to Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on fourth down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Here comes Rager. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all right, we're getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down. Here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing is Cousins. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Cousins now. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 10th carry of the game now. Murray trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Murray fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Once more, Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st and 10, Cousins escaping the pressure right. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win. Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, 45 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the touchdown.
Justin Jefferson, 47 yards. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 34 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Throwing here, Cousins being chased out left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 48 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
What do you think?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Cousins will try and throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground incomplete. Cousins here to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, we're all eyes